If these crowds were to be the last to see a Grand National at Aintree, they obviously meant to wring the last drops of enjoyment out of the swan song of the great chase. So did gallant old Tim Durrant, jockey at 66 of outsider Kingpin. And if these were to be the last horses to meet the challenge of this tremendous course, they would make up an historic field. "47 of this generation's greatest riders over the sticks, each nourished the ambition to win the Grand National 1966. Layers and punters alike had their ambition, to finish the afternoon substantially richer than they began it. Miles stood between the destined winner and a place in the Hall of Fame. And first over jump number 1 was Jerry Scott's mount, the well-favored Forest Prince. The field came over in great style, bunched close on the Prince's heels to the second jump. No trouble here as race readers pick out Freddie, Highland Wedding, Capino, Greek Scholar and the Fossa, all in good order, almost breathing on Forest Prince's tail. Over the third jump. Forest Prince kept his lead, setting a great pace on this soft going. No anxiety at this stage for the supporters of the heavily backed Freddie. The hot favorite was going well, biding his time. He was second last year, and his connection could see no one to beat him on present form. Every rider was poised now to take beaches, fatal to the hopes of many a great horse in the past. Inconspicuous behind the still leading Forest Prince was the long shot, Anglo, not yet exciting the notice of a crowd still intent on the form of Freddie, Greek Scholar, Capino and others well placed near the canal turn. Over Valentine's Brook, Forest Prince and L'Empereur with Capino, Greek Scholar, Gale Force 10, Val-Lewis and Northern. Close to Forest Prince was Greek Scholar, and still going well, L'Empereur, Capino, Freddie and Gale Force 10. Jump 14 with much the same order. All the well-fancied mounts still keeping up the cracking pace. Only one more jump and the first circuit completed. It's the water jump, and no trouble to any of them, though Quinton Bay got his hind feet wet. One circuit of Aintree safely behind them. Forest Prince still led the field, though Greek Scholar and Capino shortened his lead. Great joy to thousands, the favourite Freddie well placed. Backers of Forest Prince, number 6, reckoned he had a great chance now. The speed, the stamina, everything to make a winner if he could stay on his feet. In front of them here, Beechers for the second time. And twice the danger it was on the first circuit, to horses that were surely tiring after 3 miles of soft going. Sure enough, Beechers was fatal to the chances of second favourite Watermyth and Capino, whose jockey, David Mould, was hurt. Way behind the leaders, but improving all the time, was Anglo, the long shot whose jumping and staying power began to surprise everybody. Racing to Valentine's, it was Forest Prince, Anglo, Freddie, Quinton Bay, Gale Force 10, and the Fossa. One jump after Valentine's, it was still Forest Prince leading. On the far side, Freddie flattered his backers by seeming tireless. Near the rails, Tim Norman piloted the amazing Anglo in masterly fashion, challenging Freddie as if he were the outsider. Grand National's final jump. Anglo was over ahead of Forest Prince, then Freddie. Less than 500 yards now, and that astonishing horse, Anglo, seemed to put most of it between himself and the other two. If this was to be the last National at Aintree, he was giving it a grandstand finish. For his lucky backers, Anglo brought home the bacon at 50 to 1. Not many in the crowd cheering horse and rider knew that owner Stuart Levy produces the Carry On films. They did know that for trainer Fred Winter, Anglo was his second Grand National winner running. As for the trophy, nobody stole it. Applause for a great horse, his jockey, trainer and owner. And may we say, carry on Aintree.